Don't you think it's strange that AI is not very good at doing the one thing that you're an expert in, but really good at doing everything else that everybody else is an expert in? That's the idea I want to explore today. One of my favorite authors, Michael Crichton, Jurassic Park. He coined something called the Gell Man Amnesia effect, which was named after his friend, the Nobel Prize-winning physicist Murray Gell-Man. Now here's a funny thing. Gell-Man didn't come up with the idea at all, Crichton did. He just thought it would sound better with a Nobel Prize winner attached to it. And in his words, Murray wouldn't mind. I don't know why he sounded like Kermit the Frog. Now, I want you to keep this wee detail in the back of your mind, because credibility and expertise are exactly what the idea I'm sharing with you is about. But I digress. So, the Gell-Man Amnesia effect is actually remarkably simple. I want you to imagine you reading a newspaper about a subject that you know really well. Maybe it's your profession, hobby, whatever. Like you spent years studying it. And within seconds, you spot the mistakes. You notice what's missing. You see where the journalist has maybe oversimplified things or just got stuff wrong. But then, later on, you turn the page and you read an article about a subject you don't know about. And all of a sudden, you're back to believing everything. You've completely forgot what happened just 30 seconds ago. The strange thing isn't that the article about your area of expertise was flawed. The strange thing is that discovering those flaws doesn't make you any more skeptical when you move on to subjects you know less about. Now, that's where AI enters the story these days. Because I think AI creates exactly the same problem. In fact, I actually think it amplifies it. So let me explain. One of the things I do professionally is I obviously help people write great speeches. And these days I can almost always spot an AI-generated speech before I finish the page. Not because it's terrible, quite the opposite. It's normally very well structured, well written, and perfectly coherent. The problem is that speeches aren't made of words, right? They're made of ideas. What AI often produces is something that looks like a speech without having done the work required to create one. It's eloquent, but empty. It sounds profound right up until the moment that you stop to ask yourself, what are they actually trying to say? And because speaking is my area of authority, I can see the cracks. And I'm sure in yours, you can too. Now, before anybody accuses me of being anti-AI, let me be clear. I use AI every single day. I use it to challenge ideas, pressure test arguments. I've spoken about this a lot. Heck, I even own an AI training agency called Too Many Robots. I'm a fan. But I think I've figured out where it's the most useful. And strangely enough, I don't think it's in the areas where you're the weakest. I think it's actually in the areas where you're the strongest. A while ago, I was reviewing some strategic work that had been heavily assisted by AI. Now, the people involved, they were smart, thoughtful, and they put genuine effort into it. And on first glance, it looked brilliant. The formatting was great, recommendations were confident. Honestly, the whole thing looked like the sort of document you'd expect smart people to produce. The problem wasn't that it was obviously wrong. That's what made it dangerous. If it had been complete shit, nobody would have taken it seriously. The problem was that it was just plausible enough to seduce people into thinking it was clever. The recommendations, though, they didn't fit the business. The assumptions didn't fit reality, the conclusions sounded strategic, but they didn't really survive scrutiny. And because strategic work is something I spent a lot of time doing, I could see those cracks almost immediately, but the others couldn't. Which got me thinking, maybe AI is most useful in the areas where you're already an expert. Not because it somehow performs better there, but because you do. In the areas where I have expertise, AI becomes a sparring partner. I can challenge it, test it, push back on it, and use it to sharpen my thinking. But in the areas where I don't have expertise, something else happens. It quietly becomes an authority figure. When AI helps me write a speech, I'm evaluating the answer. When AI helps me with something outside of my area of authority, such as vibe coding, I'm often evaluating the confidence with which the answer was delivered. Now, those are not the same thing. The less qualified you are to judge the answer, the more likely you are to mistake confidence for competence. And that, my friends, is the trap. Which is why I've come to think that expertise doesn't make AI less useful. Expertise makes AI safe. In fact, I think that's a surprisingly optimistic conclusion. Because if I'm right, then the future doesn't belong to people who can prompt AI. It belongs to the people who know when AI is talking crap. It belongs to the people with judgment and taste, experience, and expertise in their chosen field. That's why I'm not particularly worried about companies like Missing Link. People often ask whether AI is going to replace speechwriters or presentation coaches and strategists. Sure, the bad ones, but speeches were never made of words, right? They were made of ideas, and ideas still need experts. So, perhaps all of us are a little bit more relevant than we think we are. If you're wondering whether I've got this completely right, there's every chance that I haven't. After all, this is not my area of authority, so I had to ask AI for help.